Mike, let's begin by focusing on Notre Dame defensive line targets. Do you have any updates?
Yeah, we got a few, so let's just go ahead and dive into it. Darren, in this business, you love nothing more than just a good tweet popping off, and I had one today. Breaking some news: four-star defensive lineman Kari Wilder removing USC from his official visit list with Notre Dame for the weekend of June 13th. Pretty significant. And this is a prospect from Sarah High School in Gardena, California, which is kind of known to be a USC feeder. Brady Quinn retweeted this today. So I always love when I get that look down on my notifications and see Brady Quinn retweeting something. So I will add that part of the reason why he canceled this USC OV and replaced it with Notre Dame is USC has something like 5 interior defensive linemen committed. Now, Wilder is like 6'4", 255. So, hey, like he could play 5 tech, 3 tech. I think long term he's an interior guy, but I know some schools are saying, hey, we see you as a versatile player who can do different things. But I think it's pretty significant. So here's his official visit list. Ohio State, May 31st. UCLA the next weekend. Then he goes to Notre Dame and finishes up with Washington. So, Darren, there's not too many players on the 2026 board who are more important than Wilder, if any at all, to be completely honest. Like, he is a must-have for this Irish staff. They absolutely love him. And Darren, maybe you or some other Notre Dame fans watching or listening to this are like, really, Mike? I listen to you all the time. I feel like we haven't talked about Kari Wilder that much. Well, a couple things. One, I would say this has really emerged in the past month or so. And two, maybe you're not reading blueandgold.com because I feel like we've been writing about him a ton. So one guy we have talked about a ton, Darren, Mikael Blade from Chicago Simeon, long time Notre Dame target. He has finally set up his official visit dates. He was just at Purdue this past weekend, and then he's at Wisconsin this weekend, Michigan June 6th. USC, apparently they still have room for more defensive linemen. I don't know. Mikael Blade's kind of another swing guy, could play multiple spots, and then does wrap up with Notre Dame. Really interesting recruitment, Darren. And Blade looking to commit July 4th, by the way. It's a very popular commitment date, is Independence Day. Blade, again, longtime target. It's interesting. You talk to some sources, people are like, yeah, I think Notre Dame's far and away the team to beat. Others, I just get the sense that Blade, I don't know. Like, will he still have a spot when he's ready to commit? Like, I think that other guys might pop sooner than later. And Notre Dame's not looking to take 15 defensive linemen like USC is potentially. I'm like half joking there. But right now, I've got Blade to Notre Dame. I predicted that last August. I'll leave that projection for now, but it's not a guarantee that will happen. The last little update here, Darren, Dre Quinn from Norcross, Georgia, Greater Atlanta Christian. He also scheduled a Notre Dame official visit. This one's kind of notable because he did have Notre Dame June 3rd originally, which is this time next week. Notre Dame would not prefer a midweek official visit. They're having 2 big official visit weekends, Darren, June 13th and June 20th. They want you for one of those 2 weekends. If they have to have you during the week, so like a Wednesday or Thursday, they'll make it work. They're doing that with some guys. But with Dre Quinn, he was originally June 3rd, and Notre Dame really pushed for the June 20th weekend, which he had scheduled for Tennessee. You talk to some insiders, people thought Tennessee was maybe a top 2 program for him. He bumped Tennessee. So he, to my knowledge, he's not taking a Tennessee official visit anymore. He moved Notre Dame to that weekend. So just think about it, Darren. He already had Notre Dame scheduled. He likes Notre Dame so much that he bumped an SEC school that's like 4 hours away from him for Notre Dame. I think that's really encouraging. Clemson, I hear, is a huge contender for Dre Quinn. This is a 6'3.5", 220-pound edge prospect, so defensive end all the way. And Georgia is going to host him as well. So if you're a blueandgold.com subscriber, we've been reporting these individual items on our site exclusively, and now bringing to you guys on the Blue and Gold YouTube channel and Darren's radio show.
Times are changing. Notre Dame all over SEC country with their recruiting. Mike, you've been pumping out a lot of content because there's been a lot of things to cover the last month or so when it comes to Notre Dame football recruiting. But you know, Irish fans want more. They want more when it comes to all this good news for Fighting Irish football recruiting. What should they expect over the next month?
Okay, so this is I got to pull up a calendar. This is kind of like the calm before the storm in a way. Now at Blue and Gold, we have so much to report. Like I've been sitting on, I just haven't been able to get to it. Like the nation's number one linebacker in the 2027 class is visiting. His last name's Witten. His dad may have played in the NFL. It might be familiar to you guys who hate watch the Dallas Cowboys or maybe love them. So like that's just where it is, like confirming visits, but it's still the calm before the storm because June's about to be hectic. So it'll be quieter this week. Just new visit reporting, official visits, unofficial visits, all that. You have next Friday is June 6th. That is Irish Invasion. That's usually been on a Sunday. Notre Dame shifted some things around. It's now on a Friday. The whole camp circuit for, kids coming to South Bend doing camps and, going to different colleges do camps. It's not what it used to be. So much in college football recruiting is like that. It's not what it once was. Camps are kind of like that. But Notre Dame still going to have a pretty solid group visiting campus. For Irish Invasion, it's going to be more class of 2028s and some key 2027 targets, but like I don't think they're going to have any rising seniors that they're seriously considering an offer coming up for it. Maybe I'm wrong. I didn't think Brandon Logan was really on the staff's radar that seriously. He did Irish Invasion last year. He ended up signing with Notre Dame. So we'll see on that. But Irish Invasion, Notre Dame's big summer camp of the year, June 6th. And then Darren, this kind of dates us how long we've been doing this, at least 4 or 5, maybe 6 years we've been doing this interview. Remember the whole Tobias Merriweather, and from what I heard from his dad about the cookout, at the July barbecue, the grill and chill. Remember, I told you about that. He wasn't too fired up about the seasoning, or the sauces. I can't remember. Well, that is now being moved to early June. So Irish Invasion, June 6th. Later that day, Notre Dame is having their annual grill and chill. The end of July used to be a visit period. It's dead. All of July is a dead period now, which essentially means no face-to-face contact between college football staffers and recruits. That's really all it means. So the staff can't go see the recruits at their high schools or homes, and the kids can't go visit campus and spend time with the coaches. So that's June 6th. And then June 13th, massive official visit weekend. We're still kind of working on confirming the final details, but I'm looking at our list of what we have right now. It's got to be right around 20, maybe 25 guys, all in one visit weekend. So the staff has their work cut out for them. The next weekend, June 20th, there's going to be several other official visitors. It's probably between 10 and 15. So a really busy time for Notre Dame. Then also they are going to have some midweeks, like I alluded to. I think it's maybe 2 or 3. We'll take a June 17th official visit. So that's kind of the June rundown, Darren. You're going to have guys committing to Notre Dame like, hey, I just love my official visit. I want to go ahead and pop. I don't want to lose my spot, that kind of thing. But then early July is very busy for commitment dates. July 4th, July 5th. I think there's like a July 13th, July 20th. Some of these Notre Dame targets will be committing in July. They want to knock out their decisions by the start of their senior football season. So Notre Dame's at like 15 commitments right now. I think by August, the class will be like 85% full. Now, let me just add this before I, finish up this like 5-minute rant discussion here. This is where the class is like, is this a top 5 class or is this a fringe top 10 class? Last year, Notre Dame had, I would say, a good summer, but think about the receiver position, they struck out, and then they had to offer a few more guys in August, if you recall that. This is the time where it's like, all right, are we getting Joey O'Brien, right? Are we getting some of these top tight end targets? Are we getting Kari Water? Are we getting Mikhail Blade? Like, are we getting Drake Quinn? Are you able to land your top targets in the summer? Joey O'Brien, looking at you. Don't remember if I recalled him or named him yet. Are we getting that elite 2A playmaker from Pennsylvania? Are we getting Grayson McHugh, the offensive tackle, who's actually O'Brien's high school teammate? Are you landing your top targets to really solidify yourself as an elite class? Or is it, you only hit on like 40% or something like that? Or is it lower? I know some of them are, you're not able to take everyone because you can't take 50 kids like in class, but are you able to hit on your key guys and land them to get that elite class? Or do you miss on several and now you got to go to senior year evaluations for maybe too many guys? And now you're going after some guys who are talented but have more bust potential. We'll see, Darren.